Here it is, the daddy of them all, the magnum opus of the Metroid franchise. To me at least. Metroid Prime. Though a little late when compared to Mario, Sonic, and Zelda, Samus's jump into the third dimension was nothing short of extraordinary. The guys down at Retro Studios took a risk that paid off in spades, with a first-person adventure game. Yeah, I know it's not a first-person shooter. Everything grand that I covered back with Echoes and Corruption was done better than ever in this installment. The worlds are large, open and filled with wonder. The bosses are meaty and are some of the finest in the entire saga. The soundtrack is ambient wonder with some clever arrangements mixed with some original tunes. And the story is almost entirely told through your interaction with the world itself. In fact, what little plot there is can be summed up as this. Samus answers a distress signal, runs into a member of the Ugly Bug Ball, accidentally nukes the entire place and loses her powers, bullshit, discovers that Ridley has been rebuilt as Meta Ridley, and then chases him down to Talon 4, a planet that is basically Zebus Jr. Along her journey, she will traverse the lush rainforest of Talon Overworld, scavenge the toxic Chozo ruins, brave the volcanic depths of the Magmore Caverns, scale the frigid Phendrana drifts, and discover the major plot substance of the entire trilogy in the Phazon Mines. Unlike Corruption and Echoes, each area in Prime really pops and leaves a lasting impression. But where all the lore lies is in this glorious scanning mechanic. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Nintendo, please release a book of these, similar to your Hyrule Historia. I will pay handsomely for them. There's just so much grand detail put into the scan logs, it's a sin not to have this available in a physical format. From Chozo logs to the extensive analysis found on every living organism in the game, this thing is dripping with history. You feel like you're a part of it all. It is you who is behind the visor. Now I'm playing the trilogy version because what few blemishes the original had are given a miraculous touch-up with this installment. The controls are more fluid, some of the text is given a worthwhile rewrite, and glitches are fixed like this music glitch with Flagra that I never knew about. Yeah, apparently that horrid loop in the GameCube version was a glitch and the actual song, which you're listening to right now, is playing loud and proud in the trilogy version. The Wii version also rewards you with enjoyable achievement medals for the completionist in all of us, and trust me, this is a game you want to be a completionist with. It was also fascinating to see all those classic Metroid abilities get their 3D debut. I'm talking the Space Jump, Various Suit, Wave Beam, Grapple Beam, and my personal favorite, the Morph Ball. There is so much you can do in Morph Ball mode that I often get distracted from the main game because I'm just busy goofing around. Whee! But that's not all. The third dimension also graced Samus with new visors, and they aren't just aesthetics, but valuable tools to Samus's arsenal. Now, my only real complaint with Metroid Prime is the Chozo artifact segment. Yeah, I'm in the group that doesn't really want to retread all of the previous areas and collect an X number of items just to take on a final boss. You see this in Wind Waker, Darksiders, and with Metroid Prime, they all share the same flaw, and it doesn't ruin the experience, but it's something I could have done without. Why not just take another page from Super Metroid and give me a room showcasing all the bosses I have to beat? Oh well. That flaw aside, this game is a triumph, and I'm overjoyed that it has become one of the Metroid series' finest because it deserves every shred of praise. If you haven't played it, go to the eShop and download the trilogy, you won't be disappointed. And there we have it, the end of the Metroid saga. Ha! Finally! Oh wait, there's another one on the horizon. Well, once again it seems Metroid is rattling the feathers of its fans rather than calming them down. Well, looks like I'm gonna have to give it a look. But that's for another time. Right now, we have a whopping 9 more franchises to take a look at. And I'm kicking the next one off this January. Stay tuned, and thank you all for staying with me for this journey. Feel free to stick around, because we're far from finished.